Hello everybody, my name is Brandon. Welcome back to Cinefessions, where we talk all things media. So it is the end of April, and I am very excited to share with you guys all of the, well, I'm going to call this like new release plus. So these are items that were new to me, ones that I didn't get at Disc Replay, basically. So the vast majority of these are brand new items that I picked up in the month of April. And then I have like an eBay find, an Amazon, just kind of random one, but it was new, so I figured I would include it here. And then, and then a Dollar Tree find. So yeah, really excited to share these with you guys. This pop figure is awesome, and I'm just so excited about it. But anyway, if you guys are excited about this video and you have a second, please hit that like button down below. That really does help me out. But with that said, let's not waste any more time at all. Let's dive right into my April new release haul plus. So this is a light haul. There's only 10 items in total, and I'll start with the Funko Pop just because it's the only kind of non-Blu-ray / 4K item in here. So at GameStop, randomly, my family and I went to the mall. We saw the GameStop. I walked in. They had this pop figure. This was what, maybe a week, 2 weeks after Scott Hall, Razor Ramon, passed away. And so the fact that they still had this in stock, I was kind of dumbfounded. But yeah, this is amazing. This, of course, is it's brand new, I believe, but this is a Razor Ramon Funko Pop, and this thing looks awesome. So as I mentioned, this is a GameStop exclusive. And on top of that, they also had, which is not on the back here, unfortunately, but they also had the Undertaker from this same era. So like mid to late 90s. No, I guess this would be mid 90s era. So unfortunately, I did not grab that one. Honestly, I might if I go back to a GameStop anytime soon and they still have it. I'll probably pick it up because I really like that one. I already do have like the Undertaker from his last WrestleMania that he did with AJ Styles. It's that look, and I really like that one. But I would love to have a vintage Undertaker figure in the collection as well because he's one of my all-time favorites. So yeah, this was just so awesome to find. Like I said, maybe a couple weeks after he passed away. Just one of the greats to ever do it. Unarguably the greatest to never hold a world title. Scott Hall, Razor Ramon is, very missed. And so, yeah, I was super excited to find this one at GameStop. So the only Funko Pop and the only non-Blu-ray / 4K item in this haul, one I grabbed recently, is Razor Ramon Funko Pop. This is the only used item in this haul. Everything else I bought new. And this was one that my buddy, it's like one of my buddy's absolute favorite movies of all time. I actually messaged him the other day, maybe a few weeks ago now, a month ago even. And I said, hey, what's some of your favorites, or like, what's your favorite vinyl album in your collection? And he talked about this movie's soundtrack. And so I was like, well, let me take a listen to it. So I pulled it up on Apple Music. And whenever we take my daughter to gymnastics, I have to put my headphones on because there's like a million people, right? And so I'm reading, but I have my headphones on and I'm listening to this film's soundtrack, and I have absolutely fallen in love with it. It is phenomenal. Because of that, I said, you know what? You need to see this movie. I actually found the graphic novel adaptation of this. Actually, is it an adaptation or was this based off the graphic? I don't know. But it's the graphic novel version of this film. I don't know, a few months ago, whenever it was. And I just never had the movie in the collection, and I've never seen it. But now, that was a long build-up to talk about The Fountain with Hugh Jackman and Rachel Weisz. And this is directed by, of course, Darren Aronofsky, who I really love. So I don't know how I just haven't gotten around to this one in the past, but it's never been in the collection before, so I needed to pick this one up. And it was really cheap on eBay because I was just not able to find it. It's been on my list now for a few weeks, maybe a month, which tells me that conversation with my buddy happened maybe 2 or 3 months ago when I learned about his love for the music of this. But yeah, like the soundtrack or the score is just beautiful. It's haunting and it's just so well done. So I cannot wait to put the movie with that soundtrack. I cannot wait for this. So really looking forward to checking out The Fountain. I know this one didn't do super well when it hit theaters, and so there's just this kind of standard Blu-ray release of it, but there are some special features on here, which is cool. But I would love to see like a boutique label do this one down the line because I imagine it's going to look really cool. But yeah, really looking forward to checking this one out. If I can sneak it onto my TBW for the upcoming month, I'll try to do that. But either way, this one is definitely one I want to consume soon. So The Fountain on Blu-ray is the only used item, and I grabbed this one from eBay. Next up is actually a Dollar Tree find, and I'll be honest, like, I'm just not super excited about Dollar Tree movie hunting as much now as I was, 6 to 12 months ago. And so the latest wave was supposed to be coming our way there were so many different dates, like within the last 3 weeks here. And I went a couple weeks back because I needed to pick up something from the store, and I checked out the movies. They didn't really have anything new, but one movie that I didn't have already was Suburbicon. And so this is one I ended up picking up because it has Matt Damon, Julianne Moore, Oscar Isaac is in this, but it's directed by George Clooney. So that was like super interesting to me. I've never seen this one before. I think I remember seeing a trailer for it in the past, so I know I've heard of it, but it's definitely one I've not seen. So this one looked really cool. I actually went to a Dollar Tree that was by my parents' house, and so I don't know how I missed it because I thought I picked up everything I needed from there last time I was there in the last wave. But either way, I was able to find Suburbicon. I've heard kind of mixed things about this one, but I mean, with that cast and the director, like, I'm hoping it'll be at least worthy of keeping in the collection when I get around to it. So let me know what you guys think about this one. Is it fun? Does it not live up to the cast and the director? But let me know. So yeah, and speaking of Dollar Tree, have you guys been able to find anything lately? Because I've not really seen any hauls. I know Miranda was able to find a Criterion Collection Blu-ray at Dollar Tree. She has a picture of it. It was incredible, but nothing like that. Like I've been to 2 Dollar Trees that were within the past few weeks here, and the first one didn't have anything new at all, and the second one just had this, which I was probably there and I just missed it the first time. So no idea when the new wave is actually dropping, and I've heard from some other people that it's basically just a kind of a rehash of some previous waves anyway. So I don't know, I'm less excited about Dollar Tree hunting anymore. I don't know what it is, and I know that a lot of you are here because of the Dollar Tree hauls, so hopefully the other hauls I'm doing kind of make up for that, because I haven't been doing many Dollar Tree hauls this year. But either way, we'll move on from Dollar Tree. That's the only one I was able to grab from Dollar Tree. So everything else here is Amazon or Best Buy, just kind of miscellaneous places. But this next one, actually I'll just show it now. This is Europa Report, and this was the only one that's not a new release. Yeah, I'm just double checking. It's the only one that's not a new release. The last one that's not a new release. So yeah, this is actually a movie that I saw years and years ago, and honestly, I don't remember it too much, but I remember thinking that it was pretty decent. And I was checking my Letterboxd, or maybe it was IMDb. I think I gave it like a 6 or 7 out of 10 on IMDb. So I know I enjoyed it, but it's very, very much of the ilk of movie that I love. I love space, sci-fi, horror mixed in there. And frankly, I don't know how much horror is in this one. I just don't remember. But yeah, like, this slipcover is amazing. And this thing was on sale for like $4 or something, $5 on Amazon recently. So I decided to pick it up. I think I got this one along with another movie, Commando, which I think I showed in a different haul because this one ended up coming later, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, so Europa Report is a really fun sci-fi movie from what I recall, but I definitely need to rewatch this one to give it another, give it my updated thoughts on it eventually here. But yeah, we will see how Europa Report is. Well, that was super rambly, but I'm gonna move forward here with the new releases. So the first one is, I'm gonna do Blu-rays first, and then we'll jump into the 4K. This is VHS 94, of course, the Shudder original, and this one was just like the rest of these, came out in April. This one actually didn't make my most anticipated releases top 5. It made the honorable mentions, but this one actually bumped out something else that I ended up not getting in my top 5, and I grabbed this one. So won't talk too much about it. There is a full rank and review of this, or a Blu-ray review, whatever you want to call it, on the channel here, where I go through all of the different segments of this and rank them from my least favorite to my most favorite. I would say overall, I think I gave this one 3 out of 5 stars. Good movie, but like most anthology films, it's a little uneven. So VHS 94 on Blu-ray, and this one's only like $15. So that's one of the main reasons I picked it up. Next up is another one I did a full review on here on the channel, and this is the Requiem. So this came out toward the beginning of April. Was this even maybe late March? I don't know. Whatever the case is, I did a digital code giveaway for this, so congratulations to that winner. They have already been contacted. I'm actually doing another giveaway, which we'll talk about in a little bit here. Not for this video, but for that review. Anyway, the Requiem, a shark movie that has Alicia Silverstone in it, which is the main reason I wanted to get it, because I was super intrigued how it would go. And oh boy, was I disappointed with this one. This is not a good one. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I'll probably just end up selling it because, well, I don't know. I say that, but I know down the line I'll think to myself, oh, remember that shark movie with Alicia Silverstone? Like, maybe you should watch that again. So I'll probably keep it just to have it. But yeah, not a great movie. So the Requiem is one that I would not necessarily recommend you run out and grab. Next up is Scream. I think this was my most anticipated film of the month, and it's fantastic. Like, actually, I've not watched the 4K yet. I just watched the movie itself when before it released on 4K. Full review of the movie on my channel here, so check that out if you're interested. But I loved it. It was fantastic. So excited to eventually dive into the special features on here and see what this is all about behind the scenes. So yeah, Scream 2022, great movie. If you're a Scream fan, you probably, you should give it a shot at least if you haven't seen this one. So highly recommend Scream 2022. And then the current giveaway that's going on, I just reviewed Moonfall on 4K. I guess it was Tuesday of last week. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. It's not a good movie. It's not. It's just not a good movie, but I had so much fun with this. I described this as an asylum film with a $150 million budget, because that's what it felt like to me. A B movie on a giant budget, and it was so much fun. See it to believe it. Best way to see it is by watching it for free, which you can be entered to win my digital code for this, so it'll redeem in Ultra HD because it's the 4K code. So watch the review, and then you'll get the steps on how to enter to win the digital code in that video. So Moonfall, it's not good, but I sure loved it. Next up are two that I would have loved to have reviewed in the month of April, but I just never got around to them. So the first one here is The Cabin in the Woods, and this is the Best Buy exclusive steelbook, which looks amazing. I love this movie, but I only have it on Blu-ray behind me here. I don't own it on 4K, which now I'm so glad I didn't pick it up, because this was the one to hold out for. This slipcover looks awesome, so really excited to add this one. If I remember right from my April anticipated releases video, I believe the special features on this are the same. Like, it's probably the exact same disc as the original 4K release, but it has that really cool steelbook and this awesome slipcover with it. So I figured it would be cool to upgrade it. And I just realized that I may have been saying slipcover when I meant steelbook, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Anyway, The Cabin in the Woods, the Best Buy exclusive steelbook. I love how this thing looks. And last but not least, the last one on my anticipated releases that is not Child's Play, because I did decide to skip on Child's Play Season 1, but this is Robocop from Arrow Video. So this is one I fully intended to review this, but then things just got, you know how things go. And there are so many special features on this, which is really like the main reason to get this. Obviously the 4K transfer, everything like that, but man, there's just so much on here. So I didn't want to rush this review, so I haven't even opened it up yet. So maybe this will be one that comes down the line in May. If you guys are interested in my thoughts on this one, just let me know down below. Then I'll, try to prioritize that for May. But yeah, this was one of the cooler releases of the month. Like, just a really nice packaging from the pictures that I've seen. And yeah, it's Robocop. Like, who doesn't love Robocop? This is an amazing action film that is just like kind of absurdly brutal and bloody, and that's what I love most about it. I didn't expect that at all the first time I saw this, but I was just so blown away by it. So yeah, the last new release that I ended up picking up for April is Robocop from Arrow Video. All right, so there they are, only 10 items in this video here, so a little smaller one, but don't worry, there's a bunch over there, and I will mention Disc Replay just started another buy 2 get 8 free sale, and this one is it's not a week sale or a few day sale, it's going on indefinitely at this point, so I'm guessing it'll be going for a few weeks, and I've already have like multiple bags filled with stuff, so I said in the past I only had 2 parts left in my buy 2 get 8 series, but nope, there's just 3 more parts that have just been added. So definitely look for those in the coming weeks and probably months here, to be honest with you. But let me hear from you guys down in the comments below. Did you pick up any of these new releases? And if you did, what did you think of them? My thoughts are on the channel for the majority of these that I've talked about. So definitely check those videos out if you're interested to hear some more detailed reviews on these items. But yeah, this was a really fun month, and I am really looking forward to diving into the May releases and then making my anticipated video for that. So you should probably see that. The hope is this coming Tuesday. So my goal this weekend is to dive through all of those releases and see what I am most looking forward to. But I would love to hear from you guys down in the comments, as I always say. So thank you so much for all of that support. If you did enjoy this video though, please give it a like down below. That engagement really does help me out. And like I always say, I don't just talk movies, I talk all things media, be it books, movies, video games, collectibles. If it's media related, I'm interested in it, and if you are too, you might consider subscribing. Alright guys, so that's going to do it for today. I just want to say thank you all so much for watching, and I want to encourage you to consume some media today. I'll catch you next time.